Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm Michael and we're going to be getting right back into some more Reddit stories. If you enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Now, without further ado, let's begin. This story was posted by a user named Lurid Lilith in the Step Parents subreddit. The post is titled, "My SO left me for my niece. I knew something was going on, but no one believed me. I'm 39, my fiance, now ex-fiance, is 40, and my niece is 26. He and I had been together for 11 years. I've been a stepmother to his 5 kids from 4 different women. I raised the youngest 2, who are now 13 and 12, in our home as we had custody until a few years ago when their bio mom wanted them back. Tomorrow I would normally get the kids, but I don't know if I should. My so broke it off with me just over 2 weeks ago. The last weekend we got the kids, he wanted to pretend we were still together for their sake, and I agreed. He slept in our bed, which he hadn't done since he said he didn't love me anymore. But 4 days after that, he said he did love me still, yet we were still splitting up. He'd been denying having anything going on with my niece. I now know that isn't true. I won't go into details, but it's confirmed they're dating, if not already sleeping together. He doesn't know yet that I found out. I just got the confirmation a couple of hours ago. The weekend of the 29, the kids will be on spring break and he's taking them, plus his oldest son, 18, and my niece, to his mom's house out of state for a mini vacation. They'll have to share a bed. He hasn't been home more than a few nights each week and he crashes on the couch. I don't know where he's been staying. He claims he sleeps in the car, but I don't believe that. To make things worse, it's my car. He totaled his car months ago and I've been letting him use mine. He said he'd get his own, but hasn't yet. I've been using my parents' old junk car and I can't drive at night much because the headlights are wonky. He said he'll get a vehicle when he's up visiting his mom. I'm thinking I should wait it out, get the kids, and try to act normal this weekend, get my car back when he goes out of town, and let that be the last we see of each other. My family thinks I should tell him I'm not getting the kids this weekend, demand my car back, and let him reap what he's sown. But I don't want to spend this weekend worrying about him not having a car or about the kids' situation. I know I shouldn't worry, it's not for me to worry about, but I know I will, and I'll feel guilty for the trouble. I shouldn't, but I will. And I don't want to feel that way on top of all this other pain and betrayal and hurt and anger and disgust. I want an easy out. I'm not strong enough to start trouble. I guess I'm looking for someone to tell me it's okay. It's okay to peel the band-aid gently if I think it'll help. I don't know. My niece doesn't have a car either and hates kids. My fiance's mother somehow is pleased because she's always hated how introverted I am, her words. And my sister, the mother of my niece, told me I should get an STD test because she knows her daughter has been sleeping around and recently complained of some kind of burning issue in her crotch. And I foolishly slept with my so over this last weekend because, well, I'm stupid and fell for his old tricks. And he only came to me because my niece was out of town. Sigh. I know this post is confusing. I'm so sorry. I swear we're not from Alabama or anything. I'm humiliated. Someone please talk to me kindly. Update. I got a text from him around 5 that he was picking up one of the kids, the young boy, because the girl is sick and would be staying home. I texted him back that it wasn't a good idea for him to come here, especially because my sister is here right now. He replied that it's fine. He'll get a hotel until he leaves to see his mom. He also said he'll be by next Wednesday and Thursday to get his things boxed up and leave them in the garage until he gets back, because he says he should have a place by then. I asked him about my car and told him we need to make an arrangement so I can bring it back from the airport. He said it's fine, he'll just take an Uber. He said he'll sign the title of the car to put it fully in my name. I've just said okay to almost everything. I foolishly asked if he was mad at me. He said no reason to be. I had to walk away from my phone because I really wanted to text him that I miss him. I went and cried and talked to my parents for a while. When I checked my phone again, he said we need to do something about the timeshare we own and thinks it'd be best if we sold it and split the money. I responded for him to let me know what he finds out. So that's where I'm at right now. User Olivia's favorite said, "Girl, get your damn car back from that bum. I know you are not letting him keep your car while you're driving a beater and he's cheating on you with a family member. Yes, you may feel bad about the kids, but that's no longer your issue. He broke it off with you so he can arrange for someone else to pick up the kids. I repeat, that's no longer your situation to worry about. Get your STD test and get your car back. I want to come up there and get that car back for you. In response to this comment, user Busy Beaver said, "Agree, take your car back, stop letting him crash, and don't be responsible for his kids, but feel free to keep in touch with them. At that age, I'm sure they have Snapchat or other ways for you to stay in contact. If they need anything, redirect them to their dad, and I wouldn't bother shielding them from his gross actions if they ask. Make sure you control the narrative so he's not spreading lies about you, and make sure your whole family knows what a POS they both are." Another user named Warm Smoke said, "I would set the car on actual fire before I let his bitch ass even sit in it again. Girl, get your car and skedaddle." To this, OP said, "I just finished paying it off too. I have the title hidden just in case." This next post was made in the True Off My Chest subreddit by a throwaway account. The post is titled, "My husband's open marriage suggestion backfired on him. My husband, Leo 34M, and I, 30F, have been together for 7 years, married for 4 of them. We don't have any kids and we don't intend to. 2 years ago, Leo asked me for an open marriage. I was devastated at the time. I couldn't understand why he didn't just want me. I couldn't even comprehend the idea of sharing him either. He gave me the same song and dance a lot of men give their spouses, swore up and down that he loved me. I just wasn't fulfilling his needs. He needed more than what I could give. It was just to spice up our life. It was just sex, etc. I did ask if there was someone else. He said no. To this day, I'm still not sure if I believe him, but at the time I was angry and hurt and said no. He pestered me to change my mind for a week before giving me an ultimatum, open marriage or divorce. I chose the open marriage. I just couldn't bear the thought of him leaving me at the time. We have rules. We can't bring any partners home. We have to get tested for STDs every 3 months. 1 weekend out of the month must be left free for us time, and any money we spend on or with our partners must come from our personal accounts. I didn't partake in the open marriage myself for the first 3 months. Leo obviously did right away. He seemed to be gone or out late almost all the time, but he always acted so happy and loving towards me while I felt like I was dying inside. It killed me to think he was sleeping with other women, and I felt so lonely and unattractive and not good enough. I told my sister, Katie 26F, and a few close friends everything. Katie told me to just play his game and be part of the open marriage too. If he can sleep around, so could I. I honestly didn't have much confidence in myself at the time. I'm a bit overweight and I've never considered myself conventionally pretty. I was afraid this would just humiliate me further. Katie and my best friend Jessie, 30F, set up my online dating profiles for me. I got so many matches that it was overwhelming. When I told Leo, he was surprised but told me to do whatever I thought was best. Jesse helped me choose my first date, and I actually had a great time. He didn't pressure me for sex and took me out for drinks and dinner. We did have sex eventually, but it was all just casual and we didn't see each other after a couple of months of casual dating. That first guy really made me feel more confident in myself, so I kept going on dates with men. A lot of them wanted to treat me, so I didn't have to spend much of my own money. Not only that, but some of the men have given me the best sex I've ever had in my life. Almost like the kind of sex you read about in romance novels. It's been amazing. I am currently seeing 2 different men alongside Leo. One, Mark 38M, is more of a steady boyfriend I've been with for about 6 months, and the other, Steven 25M, is very casual, mostly just hanging out and sex. They know about my open marriage and other relationships and are fine with it. My husband has not been so lucky. In the beginning, he definitely was. He was always out and about and didn't seem to care even when I started dating too. But now he just complains a lot and hasn't been going out much. He whines about how he's usually the one spending money. A lot of the women he tries to be with want an emotional connection before sex. He often wants to be with younger women, but they want younger men. He's also been upset that I go out with random guys so often while he's at home alone all the time. He hasn't asked to close the marriage yet, but I feel like he will soon. He keeps saying he misses us and wants to spend more time together. He has tried to initiate sex a lot more too. He wants to go on dates and vacations and all of that stuff more and more. And he gets upset when I tell him I can't because I've already scheduled to do stuff with my partners, mostly Mark. Honestly, I don't think I love Leo anymore. I care about him, but I just don't love him. I'm not saying I love Mark or Steven, but I honestly feel closer to Mark nowadays than I do to Leo. Mark makes me feel comfortable and safe, and I love spending time with him more than with my own husband. Steven is funny and sweet and really good at sex. Katie and Jesse have been wanting me to divorce for a year now, but I was afraid of hurting him and thought I still loved him. But I think my love for him died when he asked for this open marriage in the first place. Seeing him get all pissy about it now just because he's not benefiting from it is also a turnoff for me, but I don't know if divorce is the best option. I still care about him and I still don't want to hurt him. Maybe if he finally asks to close the marriage, we can talk about it then. In an update, OP said the following: I got so many comments and messages on my last post, which got deleted for some reason, that I was a bit overwhelmed, especially when a lot of you kept saying the same thing. Divorce, divorce, divorce. But the thing is, I think a part of me still loves my husband. I know in my last post I said I didn't think I loved him anymore, but I can't just forget about the things that I do love. I love when he sings in the shower. I love when he laughs so hard he snorts. I love when he kisses my forehead when I've had a bad day. I love when he holds my hand when we watch TV together. Leo has done a lot of shitty things, but he really isn't the big asshole people think. Maybe that was my fault. But even if I do still love him, I'm not in love with him anymore. I don't think I have been for a while. I care about him. A part of me does still love him, but you all were right. I should have just divorced him when he gave me that ultimatum in the first place. This past Saturday, we had the big talk. I initiated it, but he didn't seem too surprised. I just told him that I noticed he didn't seem to like me going out with Mark or Steven and asked if there was a problem. He said there was, but he didn't ask me to close the marriage. He just asked me if I still loved him. I said something like, not like I used to. He broke down crying, which made me cry. I guess he had known for a while that I wasn't in love anymore, but he had hoped he could win me back if he funneled all of his energy into me. I was honest and told him that during those first 3 months of our open marriage, I think my love for him died and I just couldn't get it back. I did tell him that I still cared about him and that I did love him, but it's not the same as it was. He asked if I loved Mark or Steven, and I said no. I like being with them and I care about them a lot, but I can't say I'm in love with either of them. I also finally asked him why he wanted the open marriage in the first place. A lot of you in the comments said he already had someone lined up, and you were right. He had someone at work he was interested in, and she wanted him too. The open marriage was just to get permission. He honestly never expected me to also get my own partners because of how unconfident I was, but he didn't want to stop me either because he thought nothing would come of it. He didn't really like me seeing other men, but he knew it wouldn't have been fair to tell me no when I gave him permission first. I guess Mark and Steven made him insecure because I was spending so much time with them on a regular basis. The open marriage was just sex on the side for him. He only did hookups and they never lasted long. He genuinely always just loved only me, but he thought I was falling in love with my partners and he was losing me and wanted to win me back. We cried a lot and talked a lot. We've decided to get a divorce. Since the house is in his name, I'm going to move out and live with Katie for a while. He told me I didn't have to and that I could stay until the divorce was finalized, but I just can't. It's too hard to even look at him sometimes. I don't know how I feel, to be honest. I thought I would be relieved or sad, but I am just tired. I wish I could have been like you all wanted me to be, clapping back, being sarcastic and snarky, or rubbing it in his face, but I don't feel like I've won anything. I just feel lost. User Goodbye Toilet Cat said, knew he already had someone in mind. And a co-worker, ew, so cliche. OP's long list of things that the husband didn't do and that he's therefore not the villain. Honey, he had an emotional affair, lied to you to justify taking that affair to the physical world with your coerced, misinformed, and ultimately invalid permission. And whether he contributed to OP's low self-esteem or not, he truly did believe the low self-esteem facts about OP that she believed about herself, that she wasn't going to be confident enough to try dating, that guys wouldn't want her. So he wasn't outwardly hateful toward OP while he was crafting, conniving, and taking advantage of her low self-esteem and naivete. Isn't that worse? That instead of being direct, he was indirect, tricky, and manipulative? In response to this comment, a deleted user said, "Lots of married people find themselves attracted to a coworker. The difference is that most people actually control themselves and don't act on it. The husband was a cheater who thought he'd found a cheat code." Another user named Fictional Context said, "I can't get over how vile that man is, especially the part where he asked for the open relationship because he knew his wife didn't have the self-esteem to find a partner herself. So vile, so manipulative. And then he had the audacity to feel sorry for himself. I normally try to avoid these open relationship ones because they always upset me with how much of a pushover the OP is."